How are you? You know, I already showed up this morning once, and here I am again. Woohoo! And look who I am with.
You are my inspiration. The video
Look
queen.
who I'm with. Beth Banning. Woot woot. Love
woot.
this woman. She's amazing. I love you. Oh my God. We're sitting out on her beautiful balcony looking over the ocean. Oh my gosh. And I don't really want to leave. I actually just want to move
She's
in.
going to crawl up in my couch, right? And never leave.
Exactly.
She already
right.
said she's not
I
leaving.
know. I'm not leaving. I'm not
I
going
like
anywhere.
company, so we're good.
Oh, cool. Good. We just had an amazing
You
lunch,
and
too.
the dog. And
Oh
we
my
can
God, and
just
the
hang
cat.
out.
Oh my God.
Okay.
You're so cute. So, anyway, you guys, I wanted to talk to Beth while I was with her. If I can keep her in the screen. Can we see you? Yes, we can. Hey, Bella. How are you? Thanks for joining us. So, a lot of you guys had questions about the coaching program that I was offering, the Incite coaching program. And a lot of people were asking, you know, what are the benefits? What is it about? And I think I had shared that a lot of people that are doing the program, when they're doing it, they have no words because the shifts are profound. It's transformation. So I thought it would be really incredible to have the person who developed it, along with her husband Neil, right? Precious Neil, he's with us also.
Yes,
in spirit.
In spirit. Yeah.
And ooh, I got emotional when I said that.
It's almost a year since he died now.
It's been a year.
Yeah, the end of the month. That's incredible, yeah.
Woo!
But we were so blessed that he got on all those videos and was with us through the whole
and
course.
his energy is with
always
us,
with us.
all the time.
Yeah.
So that's
awesome.
why I kind of feel like he's always a present part of this whole. Well, he is, because I mean, you guys developed it over what, 28 years?
Yeah, 20 years. Yeah,
20 years?
20
Well,
years.
28, 20.
Yeah.
It's all. You
20.
know.
Some two number.
Anything over 20 is like a long
time,
right?
Right.
Yeah.
I know.
So anyway, you guys. Hey, thank you for joining. Who's here? You're so funny. Oh my gosh, she's here. I can't. Oh, Dorsey. Hey, girl. Dorsey, Bella.
She
Hey.
can read this. I can't.
Hanaro. He's part of my ALA program.
hi.
Sorry, I'm borrowing her red glasses. They're very cool. So you could just read if you can see, and I.
Yeah,
you know,
actually, I can't read. So
Oh, can't you?
No.
Oh, we're both
So
in-
we're gonna let you do it. I can't. When I do these Facebook lives, I'm like, look, I'm not
blind
gonna
as a
read
bat.
the
I know,
thing,
so I do.
so
I'm like,
I just can't
thanks
do
for
it.
joining me, but I
That's
can't
right.
read.
I know you're here. I really am excited you're here. But
Exactly. Hello from Texas. Hey, Dorsey girl.
Wow.
She
I
was
do
part of
love
Allison's
that.
thing. I just met her,
So
and she
awesome.
adopted me when we were in Texas, so she's
So
amazing.
awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
So, I don't even know what I'm going to ask, okay?
Okay,
So
I like that.
we're just going to be very
Much
impromptu,
simpler
right?
that way. Life is
So-
so much simpler.
Tell me a little bit. And this is for you guys. So if you're wondering, because again, Beth and I were having this conversation about how I do authenticity, but people don't really always want to be authentic. There's something that they
want to be
well, they
authentic.
do, but they don't want to like learn about it. Perhaps they have
or
problems.
that's not what they're coming to.
Right,
for.
they have issues and they want to be able to resolve those issues. So, now we got to train. There is so much activity here.
Encinitas. We love Encinitas.
Toot toot. I love that. I love that train.
I know.
Okay.
It's very
Trainish.
very trainish. Adventuresome. That's what I was gonna say, but it's
I feel
definitely
like I'm at Walt Disney
definitely
World.
trainish. That's right.
Oh my God. So anyway, hey Rhea girl, how are you? Hey, who's that? John, if I'm reading correctly. Hey.
Yeah, I can't read them.
You know what? I'm like,
I have
hey.
reading glasses,
I know,
but
right?
still, I
Let's
think I
see.
need better ones
John,
now.
Dolores. Hey girl, how are you? All right. So what I'd love for you to share with everybody is, first of all, maybe talk a little bit about what the bee is doing, attacking me. Oh my God! It's authenticity.
Oh my God! Now it's in the house.
Oh, he's seriously in the house. Whoa. Okay, now he's not. Okay. I love you, but I'm leaving you out there with him. Hold on.
Go ahead, bee. Go away.
No, should we?
Now he wants me. Now we're like the bee is the bee is the only one in the camera now. Go ahead, baby. Go. It's not a bee. It's a big fly.
I thought it was a bee.
No, it's a big fly. But you can watch us running away from the bee. She doesn't like bees, obviously. I'm telling you. It's like, I know. All right.
This is authentic as it gets.
You're so funny.
Lisa's a weenie.
You're so funny.
Oh my God, and I left her out here with that. How rude is that?
She
All
brought
right,
it into
so-
my house, which is the part I don't like it really more
I
than
know, right?
anything. Get it out of my house.
But it came back out after me. Oh my God. Okay, so let's take two. Okay, so we're not gonna stop it. It's all good. We're zen here.
We're good.
All right. So as far as the the Incite coaching program goes, so a lot of people are asking, what are the benefits? What does it do? So maybe you could take people through an understanding of what it was designed for,
Yeah.
what it can help you to break through, shift, transform, and some of the benefits that doing this process,
Well,
which
that's
is
a lot.
very
We can
profound.
stop now. That's
Well,
so
you can
many
just like I
questions.
know.
don't
Okay,
know
well
where
you
to start.
you know
Let
what?
me
I'm
see,
just
out
handing it
of
over to you.
all of those, let me just see
She's
what I'm
tuning in.
pressing to.
She's tuning in. See, she's closing her eyes.
Can't see because I have glasses on. But these are my glasses. I can't see at all without them.
Right.
All right,
Okay.
so I think where I'd like to start, and one of the premises of the work and the process, is that you are your own highest authority.
Yes.
So this culture and many cultures, we're taught that all our authority is outside of us. All of
Yes.
it. It's like,
True.
you know, our reassurance, our appreciation, our acknowledgement, you know, everything. He's back.
Is he a fly? Why does
I
he
don't
look like
think
a
he's
bee? He looks like a weird thing. Is it my hair?
I don't know if
Bye-bye.
he likes us, though.
How about, should I get like a,
We're like, she would lock him in the house.
did he go in the house?
No, he went that way. We're good.
Okay, quick.
So
talk
anyway,
fast.
all right.
He must be a spirit of somebody. Maybe my dad. No, I don't know. Maybe
Coming to
somebody.
join us.
Neil in the form of a.
know.
I think he'd come as a butterfly and not a.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So anyway, so the underlying premise is that you are your highest authorities. And what I've come to understand is that in order to get in touch with your essential nature and be guided from that place, you must line up mind, body, and spirit. We are a three-part system. Most people teach inner guidance or inner authority from either the mind
Right.
or the heart,
Right,
which
right.
is your body.
Yes.
And this really is a three-part system that lines it all up. Because if you're not aligned, then you're running and you're doubting and all these things happen. So in this part of the course, in this, there's several deepening areas of it. But in the course that Lisa just took, what it is the mind is coming back on board and doing what it was designed to do. Our minds have taken over, and you know, most of you who have done some spiritual or personal growth work, you get that your mind is insane, right?
Yeah.
But it is designed to work with your body and spirit. But you must take on the mind first. In order, I mean, really, I believe that if our minds relax, we would just kind of fall into the arms of God. We would, you know? We would just line up. So that's really why this work, we kind of de-armor our cultural conditioning, and then we start looking at what is our, like, essential nature, not just what we want or our goals, but our essential nature, and learning to live from that. Now, what I love about this work is that it's, the basis of it is, we call it distinction-based learning. And what that means is, I like telling the story about the Aztecs. Do you know the story, right?
Yeah.
And so when the Aztecs first saw these large ships in the ocean, they had no concept of that. They've never seen it before. So they really thought that it was like mountains that appeared overnight in the ocean, until these little boats, which they recognized, came with men, which they recognized, brought them to the ship. They could not see a ship. So the idea is, we walk you through this series of distinctions, which, like Lisa was saying, Neil and I have taken 20 years to go, what do you need to be able to see first so you can see the next thing? So distinctions really are, here you only saw a mountain until we give you another choice, and then you have two things you can see, right?
Yeah.
And when you can see two things, you can never unsee it. Like, they'll never see a mountain again in the ocean. They can only see a ship now. Now, you may not choose the other choice, but you have a choice. Before, you didn't even have a choice. You didn't even know there was something else to choose.
That's what I
But
love.
now you have a choice that you didn't have before. So that's really the basis. And I love one gal in her testimonial. What she said was, I am not told what's wrong with me. Because first of all, we think nothing's wrong with you. I am led to discover what is important to me, and she said what's wrong with me, but
Right.
in my terminology, she's being led to look inside and open up to the truth of who she is. So that's really the basis.
And what I love about that too is you were saying also that you really are doing things from a different paradigm. In other words, you can't solve a problem from where it's where it's created, right? It's got to come from a different place. And a lot of these other models out there are still doing it that way.
Right.
This is a completely and so I say
it will shift your reality, but it will not shift your life.
Right.
It will not, because it's from exactly what you're saying.
Right.
It's from the same paradigm that we're trying to figure out and change.
And this work also, it's layers. You get what you are ready to get, and then you keep doing it. It's a living process, like everything else.
Like I have people who have done the work 2 or 3 times, because they come back, because when you're in it, you're really, you're just in it.
And you have a lot of coaches doing this work as well, and then they're also teaching it. I got certified also with you, but which I'm so grateful, because Beth was on my summit. Gosh, what, 2 years ago or something like that? I know. I fell in love with her right away. Still, I'm in love with her.
It's a mutual.
It's also, I love you so much. I do. Oh my gosh. But the cool thing too that I wanted to bring up was that, how we always put ourselves down for making decisions that are bad, quote unquote bad, right? And what you corrected me on time and time again was the beautiful part of this process is that it shows you that there's nothing wrong with what you're doing. You don't even know what you're doing. You're just making decisions based on whatever your old paradigm is or whatever. But there's nothing wrong, nothing bad. You're not stupid. I think I made a couple comments to you when I made a decision, and you're like, no. Yeah, you're like,
it's just the cultural conditioning, and that's the thing. It's just our cultural conditioning.
Right, exactly. But I mean, it's huge, because we beat ourselves up all the time, because we think we're dumb or we made. But if we don't know any better, right?
And you can't not beat yourself up, because really that's what we're trained to do. I love, Neil used to say, and I really love this, you can't do a don't.
That's true.
You can't do a don't. So it says, don't beat yourself up. You can't do that. You have to have something else to do. And that's what these choices give you, is the something else to do.
And I love that. Yeah, I mean, if you only know one way. And a lot of times we don't even know, you guys, what we're creating from what paradigm. We don't know if we're creating from our parents' belief system, which basically is what it is, right?
Well,
parents, teachers,
it's eons, it's like the cultural,
generational, cultural, exactly. So it's really profound. And why I wanted to bring Beth on too is because just so many people had asked, a lot of the people that do the work, they literally have no words for the shifts that happen. Like, even as I'm teaching it, I'm learning. Like, each person that I support in doing the process, I'll get an aha, I'll be like, wow. And I said to Beth, it's weird, because you get a download, and like, there's no words for it. You don't have a description or whatever. It just goes in and it lands, and something just shifted for you. That's how profound it is. It literally creates that.
And I was telling Lisa, it's like I'm not done. I mean, we created this work, but it deepens me every time.
I love that.
Every time I teach it deepens me.
Well, until we're off the planet, right?
Yeah.
And
that's really what I'm here for, is to experience life. So why would I want to stop? That's where the juice
that about
is.
her. It is. It's so juicy. Life is moving.
Exactly.
Always.
That's right. Even with the experiences, and this goes back to what you were saying about, when you have a bad experience. Like, you think it's a problem, and it's really not a problem.
It's an experience.
It's an experience.
I know.
And you asked me this morning, how did my husband died last year, almost like at the end of this month. And she asked me how I got through that as well as I did. And, really, it's one of the distinctions. And if I didn't know this, I couldn't have. And it's the difference between the situations in my life and my life. I mean, I look around.
I love that.
And
That's
it's
so huge, because we were talking about how when you suffer, you guys, where are you? You're in your head.
That's all suffering is.
And that's
really
a story.
Yeah.
It's a story.
And it's the future, and it's the past, and all that. Right. I could have suffered,
You
and
could have
in
suffered.
moments, I found myself suffering, and I reminded myself that I'm right here. So what's happening right here? I'm having pain, and my husband died. Of course, there's pain. But I don't have to think about what's going to be or what was. I can just have the pain, and I have great, I consider myself extremely blessed with what I I know, and how to move energy and allow the pain. You know,
You've helped me a lot with that.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
teach the
so
processes
important.
you taught me.
Yeah,
which
it's
are
so
important.
important.
To be with it, to feel it. You know, like feel your discomfort.
You
Right?
can't, if you don't feel it, it just builds in your body and stagnates, and then there's just more suffering. You know,
You get sick
I used to call. You know, I tell people, you know, the buttons, they say they pushed my buttons. All they're really doing is pushing stagnant energy
That's right.
that you
I
have
love that,
built
though.
up.
Right?
If we, and this is our natural state. See, here, this is the thing. Our natural state, our physical form is meant to move energy.
Right.
That's what it is designed to do. So if we were using our body the way it was designed, we would be like, we could be free in every moment because we would be moving that energy, and there wouldn't be that.
It makes so much sense.
That tension all the time.
And it's not a story. It's simple.
Yeah,
it's super
it really
simple.
is. Well, it's simple but not easy, right? They say that.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's like
life
takes
mastery is a
and-
practice.
exactly.
You know, it's like if you guys don't want to practice, then you get what you get. You know,
I
always
always
say to
get
people-
something.
No, I know, right? Exactly, right? That's
Yeah.
exactly right. That's
You
what you
always get
teach.
something,
That's
yeah.
what I always said. You know, you can do the processes and or not. You can like.
It's a choice then, but you have a choice.
Right.
And really that is what the work's about.
Right.
It's about making conscious choices, because we're always making choices, always, always. But now you get to make more conscious choices.
And I love that.
Yeah.
And you look so amazing. She cut her hair.
All off.
It looks adorable. I love her.
I
Her
like
hair.
it.
And it's
I
like
like
this is
it
in a
all.
really cool
I know my color.
neon top. I
Crazy
love that.
neon
Oh my
color.
god. I know you're amazing. I love you.
You're so funny.
Oh my god. So guys,
So there it
it's
is, baby.
profound. And the thing is that a lot of people that come to the process, they're like, we know this stuff already. Like it's really super
Oh,
easy.
I love hearing that. Those
I
are my
said
favorite
that.
People ever.
I'm like, I know this. I've done this. Yeah. No.
And what do I say?
Yeah.
I say, you know, the mind, and it's it's wonderful because the mind needs to work.
Yeah.
And the mind needs to find things that are similar in order to make sense of the world.
Yeah.
So instead, what we tell you to do is look for what's different. Look for what's different.
that.
And you know, that's a good life lesson
That is a
anyway,
good life
right?
lesson,
If
yeah.
you know everything, how can you possibly grow and expand? So really, that's the key. But those are my favorite people. And you are, see?
I know.
Because I like watch the shifts and changes.
I
and
know.
it's so cool. Like
Do you
people
remember-
have done so much.
I know, but do you remember like when we were going through like I hit a bunch of walls when I did this. Okay, you guys, just to let you know.
Oh,
Triggered,
bouncy,
structure, you know, a couple times I didn't
Bouncy.
do my homework, more than a couple times. I'm hitting walls.
That's
I'm
the
like,
only reason
"Beth,
we have
I'm
homework."
not, you know, I didn't get it done. And she's
Yeah.
like, okay, just, you know, acknowledge your breakdown.
Well,
and
actually, you said that.
I
part.
did. Well, you know, I was at my ALA training. Anyway, you know. But
I let you acknowledge.
I know, you did. Thank you. But it's
Whatever
so
works for
funny
you.
because the simplicity and and it's profound in its simplicity. I don't know if that makes sense. But like even when we were doing the work, like we'd be doing a module or a second module, and I didn't really get a hit on one or two of them. And then like the third one, you remember one time we were in the middle of some other lesson. I'm like, excuse me, can I share?
Now I get that one.
That just landed,
Yeah.
and that was a couple weeks in. So, guys,
And that's really the key with the progression that we've
Right.
designed.
right?
It's
It
really
is
'cause
made
you
exact.
It is. It's crazy. And we kept moving things around. And you know, we had class after class. We told them they were guinea pigs, right? So
Right.
they knew, you know.
And I love
but-
that she and Neil did the work, and I didn't have to,
Yeah,
right?
there
You
you
know,
go.
because that's what I was looking for in my work. I mean, I'm a flowy Pisces and do the intuitive stuff and all that, you know. But I love the structure.
And you need the intuition too, because
We-
you really
yeah, we
need
need
to
both.
get where
Yeah.
people are and
Yeah.
be where they are. You know,
Yeah.
it's not about pushing them to where they're not.
Right, exactly.
Which I really
But I
like.
love it. I think it goes
Yeah.
in. I mean, so it's really profound. The Incite coaching program. I just finished my certification,
You
and I
did?
passed. Ding, ding, ding. And then I get to hang out with her because I just love her. And it's and again, you can coach with Beth. You can coach with me. I mean, it doesn't matter whoever you resonate with.
Well, I'm
you get
only
to coach.
doing the certification.
Oh, that's right.
I'm
She's
really
only
not
doing certification.
I'm
So
only
you get
coaching
if you're
with
not
my coaches
okay.
now,
Okay.
so
Well, there you go.
that- It's her.
If you want to get certified,
Then
go
you
with
can come to
her.
me.
And if you just want to do the processes and not get certified, but it's
She's
either
awesome.
way, it's
She
profound.
passed the test with flying
I
colors.
did,
too. You
but that's
really
because
did.
I had a really great teacher.
But you
Just
really-
saying. Yeah.
We're so funny.
So, anyway, yeah. So if you guys really want to make headway, and I told Beth this, and I'm actually bringing it in for the first 6 months of my coaching. I actually want that to be foundational because this is all foundational. If you don't have a foundation set in place, if you don't know what you're creating from, if you don't have these distinctions and you don't have a choice, and you don't have, like you're flying by the seat of your pants for the most part.
And we're really so entrenched in
Yeah, we are.
in what we don't even notice how wound up we are. You know, we really.
Oh, I know how wound up I am.
You're wound up in all kinds of good ways too. So.
I know.
Yeah, but call her because she's awesome.
And if you're coaching once certified, call her
Yeah.
because she's awesome too.
That's right. You're so funny.
So anyway, guys, hopefully that answered your questions. Thank you, Beth. That was
You're
amazing.
welcome.
I knew you would like say the right things.
I never know what I'm gonna say. But...
Thank God they're good. You know,
Yeah,
otherwise I'd be.
We'd have to ask everybody. I don't know. They're good for some people. Who knows? But
Oh my God, you're welcome. All right, so I don't know who you're. Tanya, Clara. Oh my gosh, Roxanne.
So good to see you
Oh my
guys.
goodness,
Not that I can
Gabriella,
see you.
Deanna, hey, Maureen, Lord, like we get the whole kit and
awesome.
caboodle here. Awesome. Anyway, we just want to thank you guys for joining us. It's amazing. Hopefully this gave you some insight. Insight about insight.
Incite.
Right. INCITE.
That is, and you know why we call it that? You know why we spelled it that way?
Right.
Because we get to incite evolution. Because really, the paradigm's got to change.
It has to
Paradigm's
change. It
gotta
must.
change.
It gets to.
Yeah.
It gets to. Aylin.
All right.
All right, you guys. All right, I got to get back to work. I got to let her go because she has to get back to work. Because otherwise, I'm going to be on her couch, like eating bonbons and looking at the ocean for like the rest of the day.
All right,
Playing
but
with your
I'm
dog.
working.
Well, you can go work. I'll just hang on your couch. All
Bye,
right, you
guys.
guys. Talk to you soon. Thanks for joining us. See you later. Bye.